we'll go back to 1979 for a minute. You talked about the proliferation of discotheques
Yeah.
to the rest of the country, to middle America, and how quickly they opened. And then when they closed. And that was the end of that.
Yeah.
How long a period would you say, I mean, was the proliferation?
It's 2 years. It's the 2 years after Saturday Night Fever. It's really just like everybody got on the bandwagon and then fell off it because they all lost their show.
Yeah.
There's a certain point because that was a very expensive proposition. If you read a lot, I don't know how well I did in interpreting what the 1979 dollar was worth, but they were spending a lot of money on that. These were very expensive propositions, and they were often, you read about all these companies that would get involved in helping you build your disco in the middle of Pennsylvania or something. And that they were milking these people. So that's what it was. But there was, it's in my book, of course, but the thousands of discotheques that there were by that point compared to like 4 years earlier is just staggering. I talk about a couple of the Los Angeles discotheques too. And I'm forgetting the name of the big one in Los Angeles at the time.
Circus? Was it Circus?
I'm sorry, I can't remember.
Okay.
But this guy stocked the place with like 20,000 records. He had every disco record there was.
And the spaces are so huge. Were really big.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was a lot to do, and it was, and then there's the whole thing about like this, what they would put into the stage productions of these things that were just so ornate. Lasers were really big back then. Lasers by 1980, I think they were illegal because it was so dangerous. I don't think anyone understood how dangerous lasers were. So like they had to stop all laser shows and stuff like that. And also it would mess up your eyes, and it would, it's like really.
We know now.